Welcome back. Congress moving a step closer to passing new restrictions on stock trading for members of Congress. The bill, sponsored by Republican Congressman Brian Stile, advanced in a House committee Wednesday and has the backing of Republican House leaders. The legislation would ban lawmakers from buying individual stocks, but would allow them to keep their existing stocks, but require a 7 to 14-day notice before making a sale. Congressman Stile joins us now. Congressman, good to see you. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me on.
Let's start with the numbers. As we look ahead to a potential vote on this bill, are you confident this will pass with bipartisan support in the House?
We already have bipartisan support of this bill, and support is only growing. I believe that it's because it's such common sense. Members of Congress shouldn't come to Washington, D.C. and be trading stocks. If you want to day trade, go to Wall Street. If you want to lead, come to Washington. Our legislation, the Stop Insider Trading Act, builds on current legislation, but puts in place key reforms. It bans members of Congress from buying stocks, requires public advance notice of any sale, and has significant penalties for members of Congress. At the end of the day, this is about making sure members of Congress are not able to profit off of insider information.
You mentioned the name of the bill, the Stop Insider Trading Act. Would it really do that since this isn't a full-on ban?
It does that through two key ways. One is it bans the acquisition of any new stocks once a member is elected or comes to Congress. Two, if an individual has stocks in their portfolio before they come, they have to now provide advanced notice of any sale. That removes the ability to economically profit off of any insider information because the public would be made aware over a week in advance of any sale. This is all about making sure we're doing two key things. One, individuals who've had successful private sector careers, we want them and everyone to be able to come to Washington to work on the behalf of the American people. But two, we also need to put in place reasonable restrictions so that the American people know that their elected representative is working for them, not working to pocket money.
You know the criticism from some Democrats. Democratic Congresswoman Torres, I believe, on your committee in markup said this past week, the bill is a political scam. It is Republicans pretending to care about corruption while creating wealth for themselves. Your response to that criticism?
Don't let the partisanship get in the way of understanding a very common sense bill. This bill moves us forward dramatically on improving the current ethic laws before us. It's always easy for people to complain, wish that they had the idea in the first place. But at the end of the day, this law is very clear. It's very straightforward. It's only 8 pages. Everyone at home can read it. It bans members of Congress from buying stocks while they're serving in Washington, requires advance notice, prevents members from being able to profit off of insider information, and could be, if we pass this, which I believe we will, the most transformative ethics reform in Washington, D.C. in years.
Republican Congressman Brian Stile. Congressman, like always, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, the data center debate, a key vote this week at the Capitol. Now new groups forming ahead of the election. Jaron's back with former Democratic state lawmaker Peter Barca next.